The Cuyahoga County Council regular meeting for Tuesday, February 4th, February 10th, 2026 will please come to order. The time is now about 5 minutes past 5 o'clock, and I'm not going to read the full statement about decorum, respect, and procedure, but just to remind everybody that all of the usual requirements will continue to be in place. And I would now ask the clerk to please call the roll.
Good evening, everyone. As a reminder to all in attendance, this meeting is being recorded and live streamed on the county's YouTube page. Also, as a reminder to all meeting attendees seeking parking validation for today's meeting, please be sure to scan the QR code located on the back table near the chambers entrance to claim your discount. If you do not already have a Metropolis account, you will need your license plate number to set up the account in advance of receiving your discount. Please be sure to complete this prior to the end of today's meeting, as the QR code will be removed at the conclusion of the meeting. Ms. Conwell?
Here.
Mr. Jones?
Here.
Ms. Turner is absent. Mr. Hauser?
Here.
Ms. Simon? Mr. Kelly?
Here.
Mr. Sweeney?
Present.
Mr. Castleberry?
Here.
Mr. Gallagher?
Here.
Mr. Schlepper?
Here.
Council President Miller?
Here.
You have a quorum.
Thank you very much, and I would like to ask that everyone in attendance please rise and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
For our moment of reflection, I would like to note with condolence that our colleague Yvonne Conwell's father, Warren, passed away recently. So we ask you to keep Yvonne and her family in your thoughts and prayers, and to reflect on whatever else is on your heart this afternoon. Thank you very much. The next item on the agenda is public comment. Has anybody signed in?
Daryl Houston?
Good evening. My name is Daryl Houston, and I'm a resident of Bedford Heights. You can imagine I just got all my property taxes, right? And I just want to share something with you guys. I've already began to share it with the city council members, and I believe I uttered it before with you council members. Are you guys willing to fight for your constituents that keeps voting for you guys, putting you in office? Are you willing to go down to Columbus and say enough is enough? I'm asking you guys, are you really willing to fight for your constituents? Because it's election time for a few of y'all, and we've been depending on y'all to get this done, okay? And it's not working. It's not working for the everyday people that's paying taxes, going to work every day, okay? I do everything by the book. I'm sworn by the Constitution. I'm here because of the Constitution, okay? And I'm just asking, I want to know who really in their heart want to fight for their county? Who want to fight for their constituents? I just want to know that, because there's another question I would like to probably put on you guys today, but it's not a good day for me to put it on you. But I will explain this. If I give you guys $2,100 6 months ago, what changed 6 months later that I give you $2,300 with the same property? Okay? There's something going on down here, okay? And I don't like it. And I'm gonna talk to the auditor about it, because we're not getting a fair shake in our county from our representatives, and we should be getting a fair shake because we believe in you guys, because you're sitting in them seats. The community voted for y'all because they believed that y'all could do the job, okay, as a whole. And I'm expecting each and every last person in this building to do their jobs up under the Constitution that you swore and took an oath to. Okay, those are grounds to get you removed if you don't protect that Constitution. So I'm gonna wake y'all up because I'm tired of adults acting like they sleep and my residents crying. We got a health crisis. Thank you. See you next Tuesday.
Taniqua Walker.
Good morning, council. I'm sorry, good evening. Good afternoon, members of Cuyahoga County Council. My name is Taniqua Walker. I'm the founder and CEO of A Promise to Care East. I'm here today to express our sincere appreciation to this council for your leadership and due diligence in addressing our active complaint regarding Cleveland Works and the non-compensation for services rendered. Specifically, we thank Councilman Meredith Turner for her consistent advocacy and responsiveness, Councilwoman Sunny Simon for her engagement as a member of the Education Committee, and Executive Clerk Noni for his professionalism in carefully reviewing this matter. We also thank Cleveland City Councilman Richard Starr for his meaningful impact or engagement, particularly because Cleveland Works is headquartered in his ward and serves on the Cleveland Workforce Committee. We also commend the Warrensville Heights Economic Development Director and our state representative, Juanita Brent, for their active and collaborative approach in addressing these concerns. The core of the issue stems from differing interpretations of what constitutes industry-recognized credential under our contract. Our governing body, the Ohio Department of Health, has determined that the program certificate of completion is the industry-recognized credential. Placement on a state registry happens after the program is completed. Because of this misinterpretation, compensation has been withheld despite our full compliance with ODH standards and contractual language. This matters because our work creates real impact. Access to introductory healthcare training, direct job placement pathways, small business sustainability, filling caregiving voids across Cuyahoga County, and strengthening our local economy. Recently, we signed a partnership with a local healthcare organization managing 10 facilities across this region. They report 93 current nurse aide vacancies and want us to fill it by way of Ohio Means Jobs, who's preventing the payment. A Promise to Care East remains committed to serving Cuyahoga County residents, and we trust that through continued collaboration, we can reach a fair resolution that protects both our contracts.
Don Bulkmiller.
Good afternoon. I wanted to address the election.
Mr. Bachmiller, if you could state your name for the record, please.
I'm sorry. My name is Don Bachmiller. I wanted to address the election this coming November. What's the county's plan to ensure voters can trust the election process and access to polling locations? With the guy in Washington, D.C. right now, there's real concern about November, especially considering a wealthy Republican named Scott Leondecker is reported to own the company who makes our voting machines. Can we trust these machines knowing they're owned by a supporter of this guy in Washington, D.C.? And also there's been mention of federal agents being dispatched to voting locations. Can we be assured unfettered access to our polls? Has anyone worked with the state and DeWine about Ohio National Guard being deployed to help assist voters to get to the polls in such a scenario involving federal agents prohibiting voters from accessing these polls? Thank you.
Gwendolyn Jarvis.
Good afternoon, Mr. President and council members. My name is Gwendolyn Jarvis, and I'm on the radio, Tea and Honey with Dr. Gwen Jarvis. And just a few feet down the road here, I am the only person, the minority, that owned a bit of temporary service on 9th Street. But I'm here today, and I want to thank you for the opportunity of allowing me to speak before you today. The last time I spoke before the leaders of our county was when I brought the Fatherhood Initiative Program out of due to the death of my late friend Gregory Johnson. So why I'm here today, I'm requesting funds, bodies, and action. And my vision is to have a pathway for men on June 20th, where it'll kick off at the main library, because as you know, well, you don't know, but I had two brothers who died in their 50s, and also the book Cry in the Dark by Michael Bazin speak about men hurt, and they do. And my mission, my vision is to have all kind of channels available from 6th Street down to Public Square for men. Everything for men, even barbershops, line dancing for men, the hospitals and everything. And that is my request from, to the county. And my name is Gwendolyn Jarvis. And I'll have prepared a packet for each one, and if you have any questions, you can always contact me. Thank you.
That concludes the public comment portion for tonight's meeting.
Thank you very much. Thanks to everyone who presented to us this evening. The next item on the agenda is consideration of the minutes from November 10th, 2025, November 12th, November 17th, November 24th, and November 25th. These are all committee of the whole meetings. And the January 27th, 2026 committee of the whole and regular meeting. Is there a motion?
Second.
Been moved and seconded to approve the minutes. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? The minutes are approved. And now I would ask if there is a motion to excuse the absence of Councilmember Meredith Turner from today's meeting.
So moved. Second.
Been moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? And the absence is excused. Announcements from the council president. I have just one item, and I now have the opportunity to welcome Dr. Michael Doc Janning, our past poet laureate, to recite his poem titled Tikkun Ha'am, Tikkun Olam.
Thank you, Mr. Council President, members of council, and assembled members of the public. Tikkun Olam, Tikkun Ha'am, Tikkun Olam means heal the people, heal the earth. Looking through veils of dissonance, I have visions. Visions of peace. Visions of a world with no borders. A world of discussion, not verbal or physical warfare. A world where all officials work for the benefit of all. A world where all religions preach and practice love for all. A world in which bigotry, misogyny, hate, and fear no longer exist. A world where gluttony, greed, and bribery have disappeared. A world where the welfare of one is the welfare of all. A world of enough. I have visions. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and I would now call upon our county executive for his comments.
Thank you, Council President. Good evening, members of council and members of the public. Well, to start off, the Olympics is ongoing, and today Team USA won another game. It's 4-0 in the preliminary round. The reason I bring it up in this context is I think many of you know we have a Cleveland Heights, one of our own, native Layla Edwards, who's playing for Team USA. She's the first African-American female member of Team USA women's hockey team ever. And she scored a goal today, just about 2 hours ago. So here's to Layla Edwards. Makes us proud. Wanted to thank Maisha Watkins and also Councilman Castleberry, who kicked off our first Office of Violence Prevention listening tour. We had an opportunity last night to drill down with Parma Heights and Middleburg Heights in Councilman Castleberry's district, some of the issues facing communities in terms of violence and strategies to abate those issues. But I wanted to say we will be out in all of your districts over the course of this year. Welcome you personally and We're hoping to get more turnout at all of our events. The next one's in Garfield, but these have already been helpful. And thank you again, Councilman Castleberry. Just a wealth of information last night about root causes of violence and crime in the communities. And so our new Office of Violence Prevention is on the move, and we'll be out in your districts. And thank you, Councilman Hauser, for your help in getting that started as well. Wanted to congratulate our Invest in Children team. They're going to be showcased on a national stage at the National Association of County Officials this month for their seminal work in early childhood initiatives that they've been at for 25 years. They've been discovered for their work in developing a child care supply network, and Shauna Rohrman and her team will be a feature at National Association of County Officials. I think it's something you all work on, and we should all be proud of the work of Cuyahoga County on the early childhood front, and thank our partners in the nonprofit and for-profit community that help us. That same week, our Freshwater Institute director, Emily Baca, will be leading an advocacy initiative to see through the Great Lakes Restoration Initiative. This was an initiative that got started under President Obama years ago, keeping our Great Lakes clean, and we hope this passes at the National Council, National County Officials Group, but also we urge Congress to pass the Great Lakes Restoration Initiative. As many of you know, and I thank Director Gowan from Jobs and Family Services, and all of you who've been paying attention to the SNAP and Medicaid concerns. We expect letters to go out in March citing new work requirements. We expect some people to lose their SNAP Medicaid benefits. Those could come as early as June of this year. We continue to encourage our state and our federal government to be mindful of the needs of our citizens as it relates to food benefits and health care. And we'll be working with you on our stopgap measures to help our residents. Our Hunger Relief Task Force is up and running, as is the Medicaid Access Initiative. But these are just ground zero issues in our safety net. Already we've lost 3,000 people in our community from SNAP benefits, and it's just a very, very difficult time. And I want to say that we'll be working. Vice President Conwell, thank you already for your advocacy with us along the way on this. Want to make sure that as many people in our community have adequate health care and, of course, food. This is the 3rd anniversary this week of the Cuyahoga Welcome Center. The first year and a half, we had over 10,000 visitors, newcomers, enter our doors at the Welcome Center. And it is something that I talk a lot about because as a county goes, welcoming immigrants and newcomers has meant for us population growth and economic development. The only source of growth in the last decennial census in Cuyahoga County was immigrant newcomers. I say this in the winds of what we're seeing in other states. That is a really difficult thing to see. For us, our newcomers represent people that are seeking jobs, providing jobs, and employing people. So we continue to welcome here in Cuyahoga County at the Welcome Center. On February 14th, it's the 3rd anniversary of the opening of that center. We're proud of it and wish the team at our Welcome Center continued success, helping our newcomers navigate this community. Finally, I want to say to you, speaking of February 14th, happy Valentine's Day, but moreover, happy Black History Month. Thank you, Mr. President, members of council. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Legislation introduced by council, consideration of resolutions of council for first reading and referral to committee.
Resolution 2026-0048, awarding a total sum not to exceed $10,000 to the Canopy Child Advocacy Center for general operations from the District 3 ARPA Community Grant Fund.
Refer to the Health, Human Services, and Aging Committee. Committee reports and consideration of resolutions of council for second reading.
Resolution 2026-0023, amending resolution number 2022-0221 dated September 13th, 2022, which awarded a total sum not to exceed $1 million to the City of Fairview Park for the Public Facility Regional Environmental Improvement Project by changing the purpose of the City Hall Campus Improvement Project from District 1 ARPA Community Grant Fund.
This item will move to the February 24th, 2026 council agenda for consideration for third reading adoption.
Resolution 2026-0024, awarding a total sum not to exceed $10,000 to the Village of Healing for general operations from the District 8 ARPA Community Grant Fund.
This item will also move to the February 24th, 2026 council agenda for consideration for third reading adoption. Committee reports and consideration of resolutions of council for second reading adoption under suspension of the rules. Is there a motion to suspend the rules requiring three readings?
Mr. President, I move to suspend the rules.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to suspend the rules. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? The rules are suspended.
Resolution 2026-0006, adopting various changes to the Cuyahoga County non-bargaining classification plan.
So moved. This was heard and thoroughly reviewed. Albert told us what's happening. It's regular routine, and ask my colleagues to support it.
All those in favor of adoption say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Resolution is adopted.
Resolution 2026-0025, again, adopting various changes to the Cuyahoga County non-bargaining classification plan.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Same thing. Albert came, presented. There were some questions. They were answered, and I asked my colleagues to support this. It was passed unanimously.
All those in favor of adoption say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Resolution is adopted. Consideration of resolutions of council for third reading adoption.
Resolution 2025-0348, awarding a total sum not to exceed $15,000 to Resource Cleveland for the purpose of funding a new component of the Newcomer Navigators Program from the District 3 ARPA Community Grant Fund.
So moved.
Second.
I just want to thank the chairwoman and the committee for passing it out of the committee. It's a wonderful program, and I'd like my colleagues to support it.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor of adoption say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution is adopted.
Resolution 2026-0001, awarding a total sum not to exceed $10,000 to Motivated and Empowered Incorporated for Phase 1 of the Home for Me project from the District 10 ARPA Community Grant Fund.
Is there a motion to adopt?
So moved.
Second.
This resolution was heard in committee. This will be transitional housing for teen mothers ages 14 to 24 who are experiencing homelessness. I ask for my colleagues' support.
All those in favor of adoption say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Resolution is adopted.
Resolution 2026-0002, awarding a total sum not to exceed $32,000 to the 17th Foundation for the 4th Annual P-League Celebrity Basketball Event from the District 10 ARPA Community Grant Fund.
Move to adopt.
This award will support the Office of Violence Prevention. This event utilizes basketball as a tool to support youth violence prevention and create community engagement. The proceeds from this event also will go directly to year-round programming for our youth. I ask for my colleagues' support.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution is adopted.
Can I have my name added, Mr. President?
Please add Councilwoman Conwell's name.
Mr. Chairman, can you add my name as well?
Okay, please add Councilman Castleberry.
Resolution 2026-0003, awarding a Community Development Fund grant award in the amount not to exceed $151,363 to the City of Parma for the purpose of the Reese Park Pickleball Courts project.
Is there a motion to adopt?
So moved. Second. Mr. Chairman, I'd like to thank all the members of the committee, those that supported this project. We spoke about it at length. This grant is going to allow the City of Parma to expand their very popular pickleball courts, but it also helps with their congested parking in the area. It's a safety issue because they are going to be able to expand the parking lot as well, and it's going to be a big win for the community, and I want to thank everyone for their support on this.
All those in favor of adoption, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution is adopted.
Resolution 2026-0004, amending Resolution Number 2023-0295, dated November 14th, 2023, which approved a community development grant in the total amount not to exceed $250,000 to Warner and Swayze LLC for the benefit of a mixed-use real estate redevelopment project located at 5701 Carnegie Avenue by changing the grant recipient's name from Warner and Swayze LLC to Midtown Cleveland.
Move to adopt.
Second.
This is a simple name change. I ask for my colleagues' support.
Mr. President, if I might add,
Yes.
I'd just like to share this project has been a work in progress over the years. This building would have potentially been demolished if not for Midtown Corridor's creative desire to salvage this and renovate it as opposed to demolishing it. Again, there will be housing, commercial. There will even be, in fact, we've advocated to have a community development financial institution, a bank in the building, and this bank will again make home mortgage loans and other loans to the community. So this will be a tremendous asset to what has been an eyesore for many, many years. So again, I ask for my colleagues' support as well.
All those in favor of adoption, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution is adopted.
Name, please.
Please add Councilwoman Conwell's name.
And Kelly, please.
And Kelly. Legislation introduced by executive. Consideration of a resolution for first reading adoption under suspension of the rules. Is there a motion to suspend the rules regarding referral to committee and requiring 3 readings?
Mr. President, I move to suspend the rules.
Second.
All those in favor of suspending the rules, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The rules are suspended.
Resolution 2026-0049, amending the 2026-2027 biennial operating budget for 2026 by providing for additional fiscal appropriations, appropriation transfers, and cash transfers.
Is there a motion to adopt?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Chairman, this is for Resolution 2026-0049. This resolution makes routine but necessary adjustments to the 2026 biennial budget to align appropriations with approved grants and operational needs across several county departments. All items are either grant funded or supported by dedicated special revenue funds with no general fund impact and no local cash match required. The resolution includes investments in housing stability through the Emergency Solutions Grant and significant support for criminal justice diversion efforts, including adult drug court expansion, community-based corrections, and targeted alternatives to prison. Programs designed to reduce jail commitments while improving public safety outcomes. It also supports court operations through technology upgrades, case management system maintenance, and courtroom audiovisual improvements, all funded through filing fees and existing court funds. Finally, the resolution includes technical budget transfers to properly align grant spending with no increase in overall expenditures. And I ask for my colleagues to support this item.
Thank you very much, Councilman Castleberry, for filling in for the Finance Committee. All those in favor of adoption, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution is adopted. Consideration of resolutions for first reading and referral to committee.
Resolution 2026-0050, confirming the county executive's appointment of Veranda Rogers to serve on the Division of Children and Family Services Advisory Board for the term March 1st, 2026 through February 28th, 2030.
Refer to the Human Resources, Appointments, and Equity Committee.
Resolution 2026-0051, confirming the county executive's appointment of Lisa S. Weitzman to serve on the Cuyahoga County Advisory Board on Senior and Adult Services for the term January 1st, 2026 through December 31st, 2028.
Refer to Human Resources.
Resolution 2026-0052, confirming the county executive's reappointment of Mara Lane to serve on the Cuyahoga County Advisory Board on Senior and Adult Services for the term January 1st, 2026 through December 31st, 2028.
Refer to Human Resources.
Resolution 2026-0053, ratifying amendments to the Code of Regulations of the Northeast Ohio Area-Wide Coordinating Agency.
Refer to the Council Operations, Information Technology, and Public Transportation Committee.
Resolution 2026-0054, making an award on requisition 16285 to Katz Construction, Inc., in the amount not to exceed $1,731,997.11 for the rehabilitation of Lee Road Bridge Number 0077 over Mill Creek in the city of Maple Heights, effective upon signatures of all parties through the project's completion.
Refer to the Public Works, Procurement, and Contracting Committee.
Resolution 2026-0055, making an award on requisition 15851 to Great Lakes Crushing LTD in the amount not to exceed $13,155,555.55 to reconfigure taxiways A and A3 and to reconstruct taxiway B, connectors B2, B3, and B4 at the Cuyahoga County Airport in the city of Richmond Heights, effective upon signatures of all parties through the project's completion.
Refer to Public Works.
Resolution 2026-0056, making an award on requisition 15850 to Great Lakes Crushing LTD in the amount not to exceed $2,464,853.06 to reconfigure Taxi Lane B at the Cuyahoga County Airport in the city of Richmond Heights, again effective upon signatures of all parties through the project's completion.
Refer to Public Works. Committee reports and consideration of resolutions for second reading. Each of these items, after being read into the record, will move to the February 24th, 2026 council agenda for consideration for third reading adoption.
Resolution 2025-0363, amending Resolution Number 2024-0353, dated October 22nd, 2024, which authorized a contract with Axon Enterprise Incorporated in the amount not to exceed $20,992,729.28 for a state contract purchase of various hardware, software, maintenance, and support used to expedite intelligence gathering and efficiency of response to situations for community safety initiatives, and it's for the period January 1st, 2025 through December 31st, 2029, by adjusting the specified funding source. Resolution 2026-0040, authorizing a grant agreement with U.S. Department of Transportation, Office of Federal Aviation Administration in the total amount not to exceed $2,611,694 for the Taxiway B reconstruction project at the Cuyahoga County Airport, located at 26300 Curtis Wright Parkway in the city of Richmond Heights, in connection with the Federal Aviation Authority Fiscal Year 2025 Airport Improvement Program grant. Resolution 2026-0041, authorizing a revenue-generating agreement with Vocational Guidance Services in the amount not to exceed $345,711 for lease of space at the Southwest Adult Activity Center located at 4720 Hinckley Industrial Parkway in the city of Cleveland for the period January 1st, 2026 through December 31st, 2028. Council President, Council Rule 9C allows for the reading of very similar items by abbreviated titles. Therefore, items 4 through 7 will be read into the record by abbreviated titles if there are no objections.
Hearing none, please proceed.
Resolution 2026-0042, authorizing a revenue-generating agreement with SAW Incorporated in the amount not to exceed $313,422 for lease of space at the Beechwood Adult Activity Center located at 23750 Mercantile Road in the city of Beechwood for the period January 1st, 2026 through December 31st, 2028. Resolution 2026-0043, authorizing a revenue-generating agreement with SAW Incorporated in the amount not to exceed $111,389 for lease of space at the Maple Heights Adult Activity Center located at 14775 Broadway Avenue in the city of Maple Heights. Resolution 2026-0044, authorizing a revenue-generating agreement with SAW Incorporated in the amount not to exceed $263,880 for lease of space at the Parma Adult Activity Center located at 12660 Plaza Drive in the city of Parma. Resolution 2026-0045, authorizing a revenue-generating agreement with SAW in the amount not to exceed $121,487 for lease of space at the Rocky River Adult Activity Center located at 2120 Detroit Road in the city of Rocky River.
Committee reports and consideration of resolutions for second reading adoption under suspension of rules. Do I have a motion to suspend the rule requiring 3 readings?
Mr. President, I move to suspend the rules.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to suspend the rules. All those in favor of the suspension, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? The rules are suspended.
Resolution 2026-0008, confirming the county executive's appointment of Jason M. Joyce to serve on the Cuyahoga County Community-Based Correctional Facility Governing Board for an unexpired term ending December 31st, 2027.
So moved. Mr. Jason M. Joyce came. He's very impressive, and I'd ask you to consider allowing him to be on the Community-Based Correctional Facility, the governing board.
All those in favor of adoption, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Resolution is adopted.
Resolution 2026-0009, confirming the county executive's reappointment of Sue E. Biagianti to serve on the Western Reserve Area Agency on Aging Board of Trustees for the term January 1st, 2026 through December 31st, 2028.
Thank you very much. Let me say, so moved. This was heard, and she wrote, Benjamin read her letter because she's a reappointment, and she wants to continue serving. She does a great job. I'd ask my colleagues to continue allowing her to serve.
All those in favor of adoption, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Resolution is adopted.
Resolution 2026-0028, confirming the county executive's appointment of Dennis Roberts to serve on the Cuyahoga County Board of Developmental Disabilities for the term February 1st, 2026 through January 31st, 2030.
So moved.
Second.
I'm going to take a point of personal privilege here, because from this point forward in the committee, it turned out to be like an amazing committee. It was the best committee I ever chaired. With Dennis Roberts, Sabrina was in the audience, and then we moved down to the next one, and then the next 8. So it was, for the way Chris and his team put this group together, it was just an amazing. So I'm asking my colleagues to approve Dennis Roberts, and it's a perfect fit for the perfect time on this Development Disability Board.
All those in favor of adoption, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution is adopted.
Resolution 2026-0029, confirming the county executive's appointment of Derek Tapola to serve on the Cuyahoga County Board of Developmental Disabilities for the term February 1st, 2026 through January 31st, 2030.
So moved.
Second.
Derek came and presented. He's developmentally disabled in a wheelchair, and it couldn't have been more incredible of a presentation. And his presence on the board is just going to add a voice. And this is the second developmentally disabled person on this board. And it's the only board in the state of Ohio that has that privilege. So Amber's doing a great job. Chris is doing a great job. But this board is going to oversee Amber Gibbs, not take direction from her. And that's what I'm so excited for. So I ask my colleagues to support it.
All those in favor of adoption, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution is adopted.
Resolution 2026-0030, confirming the county executive's appointment of Ciel M. Brady to serve on the Cuyahoga Regional HIV Prevention and Care Planning Council for the term February 1st, 2026 through January 31st, 2030.
So moved.
Second.
The next 8 are all at the HIV Commission, and I want everybody to go watch this committee meeting. It was that good. And this group of individuals care so much about this, and they all have different personalities and different stories. And it was absolutely moving, and I'm proud to advance these in the next 8. So if we have to go through all 8, but they're all for the HIV. So that's my colleagues to support it.
All those in favor of adoption, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Resolution is adopted.
Council President, Rule 9C allows for the reading of very similar items by abbreviated titles. Therefore, items 6 through 12 will be read into the record by abbreviated titles if there are no objections.
Please proceed.
Resolution 2026-0031, confirming the county executive's appointment of Antonio Elmore to serve on the Cuyahoga Regional HIV Prevention and Care Planning Council for the term February 1st, 2026 through January 31st, 2030.
So moved.
Second.
I just advise everybody to watch the committee. I ask you to support this.
All those in favor of adoption, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Resolution is adopted.
Resolution 2026-0030, confirming the county executive's appointment of Talib Abdullah Mahdi.
So moved.
Second.
Just note, it's Resolution 2026-0032. All those in favor of adoption, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution is adopted.
Resolution 2026-0033, confirming the county executive's appointment of Lisa C. Navarcruz, MD.
So moved.
All those in favor of adoption, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution is adopted.
Resolution 2026-0034, confirming the county executive's reappointment of Kimberlyn M. Dennis for the term October 28, 2023 through October 27, 2027.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor of adoption, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Resolution is adopted.
Resolution 2026-0035, confirming the county executive's reappointment of Brian C. Kimball for the term November 1st, 2023 through October 31st, 2027.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor of adoption, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution is adopted.
Resolution 2026-0036, confirming the county executive's reappointment of Christy L. Nichols for the term April 1st, 2023 through March 31st, 2027.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor of adoption, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution is adopted.
Resolution 2026-0037, confirming the county executive's reappointment of James L. Stevenson for the term April 1st, 2025 through March 31st, 2029.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor of adoption, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution is adopted.
Resolution 2026-0038, making an award on requisition 16255 to Shermer Construction in the amount not to exceed $2,316,572.50 for replacement of existing Ridgewood Drive Bridge number 0350 over West Creek in the city of Parma, effective upon signatures of all parties through the project's completion.
Move to adopt.
Second.
This resolution was heard in committee. There were 4 bids. The lowest bid was an SBE. Federal government will provide 80% and 20% will be local, and I ask for my colleagues' support.
All those in favor of adoption, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Resolution is adopted.
Resolution 2026-0039, authorizing a grant agreement with U.S. Department of Transportation, Office of Federal Aviation Administration in the total amount not to exceed $7,998,351 for the taxiways shifting phase Construction 1 project at the Cuyahoga County Airport located at 26300 Curtis Wright Parkway in the city of Richmond Heights, in connection with the Federal Aviation Authority fiscal year 2025 Airport Improvement Program.
Move to adopt.
Second.
This resolution is regarding our Cuyahoga County Airport. We are seeking authority to accept a grant. This will address construction work on the taxiway Alpha, which runs parallel to the main runway. And this will be a 2-year project, and I ask for my colleagues' support.
All those in favor of adoption, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Resolution is adopted.
Resolution 2026-0046, authorizing an amendment to a contract with Lutheran Metropolitan Ministry for operations and case management services for a 400-bed men's emergency shelter located at 2100 Lakeside Avenue in the city of Cleveland, and for facilitation and coordination of overflow shelter services for single adults and families at various locations for the period January 1st, 2023 through December 31st, 2025, to extend the time period to September 30th, 2026, to amend the budget terms and for additional funds in the amount not to exceed $4,350,000 effective November 1st, 2025.
So moved.
Second.
This was heard in Health and Human Services. The CEO presented. As you know, a lot of them are dealing with budget adjustments that occurred when we passed the budget. She's working very hard with her team. It is a true public partnership, and we're very fortunate to have them. So I ask my colleagues to support them.
All those in favor of adoption, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Resolution is adopted.
Resolution 2026-0038, oh, I'm sorry. Moving on. Resolution 2026-0047, authorizing an amendment to a contract with Young Women's Christian Association of Greater Cleveland for operation and case management services at the Norma Herr and Walton Road Women's Shelters for the period January 1st, 2023 through December 31st, 2025, to extend the time period to October 31st, 2026, to amend the terms and for additional funds in the amount not to exceed $2,113,995.
So moved.
Second.
The YMC came over, the CEO, Helen Forbes Fields, presented, and she was a little bit more straightforward, saying these budget adjustments are very, very difficult to be able to provide the services, and she's stressing that more money is necessary for her to be able to do her job with her team. I thought I'd share that with you as the testimony, and I'd ask my colleagues to consider supporting this as it moves.
All those in favor of adoption, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution is adopted.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Consideration of resolutions for third reading adoption.
Resolution 2026-0010, declaring that public convenience and welfare requires the rehabilitation of Falls Road Bridge number 01.72 over Griswold Creek in the village of Hunting Valley. Total estimated project cost, $2 million, finding that special assessments will neither be levied nor collected to pay for any part of the county's cost of said improvement.
Move to adopt.
Second.
Well, the county has in the neighborhood of 207 bridges that are under our purview, and this Falls Road Bridge is one of them. They have an average daily traffic of 7,500 cars a day, and the construction work that will be done will begin in spring of 2027 and be completed that same year in fall of 2027. And I ask for my colleagues' support.
Any further discussion? All those in favor of adoption, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution is adopted.
Resolution 2026-0011, declaring that public convenience and welfare requires the rehabilitation of Ridgewood Drive, bridge number 0015 over Countryman's Creek in the city of Parma Heights. Total estimated project cost, $2,700,000.
Move to adopt.
Second.
This bridge Ridgewood Drive Bridge was built in 1977. Its road PCR was fair to poor. Road condition has a rating of 59. But construction needs to be completed. It will begin in spring of 2027 and also be completed that same year in the fall. And I ask for my colleagues' support.
All those in favor of adoption, say aye. Aye. Any opposed?
Mr. Chairman, can you please make sure you add my name to that legislation?
Please add Councilman Castleberry's name. Resolution.
Resolution 2026, thank you. Resolution 2026-0012, amending resolution number 2016-0080, dated April 26, 2016, which authorized the transfer of real property located at East 79th Street and Hillside Road, also known as Hillside Community Park, permanent parcel number 124-29-010, to Burton Bell Carr Development Incorporated, to remove a restrictive covenant requiring that the property be maintained as public park in order to incorporate part of the land into the Greater Cleveland Regional Transit Authority's East 79th Street Station project, while incorporating the other part of the land into the existing park and releasing its use restriction recorded in the Cuyahoga County Records in Transfer Area A.
Move to adopt.
Second.
So this playground, again referred to as the Hillside Community Park, it sits on East 79th Street between Opportunity Corridor and about Kinsman Road. But it sits parallel to or sits adjacent to the RTA's Red Line station. Roughly 10 years ago, there was an old deed made with RTA regarding this property. The RTA is seeking to improve the rapid station there. So this agreement with Burton Bell Carr, with the Neighborhood Development Corporation regarding this land, allows them to expand, to do what they need, but at the same time maintaining the playground. So it will remain, but this deed will help allow both parties to accomplish what they want to accomplish. So I ask for my colleagues' support.
All those in favor of adoption, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Resolution is adopted.
Resolution 2026-0013, authorizing an amendment to a revenue-generating agreement with Cuyahoga Metropolitan Housing Authority for a lease of county-owned parking lot located on Cedar Avenue at East 22nd Street. Permanent parcel numbers 103-13-019 and 103-13-022 in the city of Cleveland for the period December 15th, 2021 through December 31st, 2025, to extend the time period to December 31st, 2027, to change the terms and to update insurance requirements. No additional revenue anticipated, and it's effective January 1st, 2026.
Move to adopt.
Second.
So this amendment or revenue generating agreement doesn't actually generate revenue. It's a $0 amount. But it does extend and amend the lease, allowing CMHA, again, to engage this property. Probably what's more significant is that this piece of property sits in the backdrop of the $400 million ODOT Interbelt project that is coming to the central neighborhood in the near downtown area in the coming years. So again, I ask for my colleagues' support.
All those in favor of adoption, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Resolution is adopted.
Resolution 2026-0014, authorizing an amendment to a revenue-generating agreement with the Cleveland Police Historical Society for a lease of 4,000 square feet of space in the City of Cleveland Police Department Headquarters Building, located at 1300 Ontario Street in the City of Cleveland. It's for the Cleveland Police Museum for the period January 1st, 2023 through December 31st, 2025, to extend the time period to December 31st, 2028, to update insurance requirements, and for additional revenue in the amount of $10, effective January 1st, 2026.
All right, move to adopt.
Second.
So this resolution, again, is allowing the Cleveland Police Museum to remain. They would like to stay after the county purchases, after the county purchase. So this amendment is one that, again, just allows them to stay. We have the right for termination still maintained if necessary, but it does allow for that stability. So I ask for my colleagues' support.
All those in favor of adoption, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Resolution is adopted.
Resolution 2026-0015, authorizing an amendment to a contract with Gilbane Building Company dated April 23, 2024, for design build services for the County Central Services Campus, to amend various terms and to add funds in the amount of $25 million for a total amount not to exceed $58,353,000.
Is there a motion to adopt?
Second.
Any discussion?
Mr. President,
Yes.
and this is just to move the project along, nothing specific.
This is to provide a bridge for the preliminary construction work to take us to the time when the bonds are expected to be sold in the first week of June.
Thank you.
Any further discussion? All those in favor of adoption say aye. Aye. Any opposed? The resolution is adopted.
Resolution 2026-0020, authorizing an amendment to a contract with Alliant Insurance Services Incorporated for insurance brokerage and risk management services for the period January 1st, 2023 through December 31st, 2026, to amend the scope of said contract to include procurement of builders' risk and owners' protective professional indemnity insurance related to construction at the County Central Services Campus, and to add funds in the amount of $3,964,000 for a total amount not to exceed $13,128,423.
Is there a motion to adopt?
So moved. Second.
Any discussion? So, Cuyahoga County has a contract that we pass every year to provide insurance coverage for various kinds of risks. We have a broker that coordinates this and gets a little bit of the money, but most of it is to pay the premiums for the various kind of insurances. This resolution simply adds to that existing contract by providing the insurance coverages required for the construction of the new jail. All those in favor of adoption say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Resolution is adopted.
Resolution 2026-0021, authorizing an amendment with Point Blank Solutions and Matrix Point Software for software and maintenance on the Justice Matters and DocuPoint case and document management systems for the period February 29th, 2016 through February 28th, 2026, to extend the time period to February 28th, 2031, to expand the scope of services for the addition of software licenses and maintenance for Matrix Prosecutor, Matrix Crime, Matrix Civil, and Matrix Exchange Discovery, to amend the terms and for additional funds in the amount not to exceed $3,482,672, effective March 1st, 2026.
This is an extension of an agreement that we listened to in committee for case management software.
Move to adopt.
Sorry about that.
For a second.
Jump the gun there. Again, this is an extension of an agreement for case management software for the Justice Center. Ask my colleagues to support that.
All those in favor of adoption say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Resolution is adopted.
Council President, clarification of who made the motion?
Sweeney, then Simon.
Thank you. Resolution 2026-0022, authorizing an amendment to a revenue-generating agreement with Securus Technologies LLC for inmate telecommunications system and maintenance services for the period September 6, 2016 through September 6, 2027, to add terms and for additional revenue in the anticipated amount of $846,222.16 as reimbursement for the ex-jail system payment.
Move to
Is there a
adopt.
motion to adopt?
Move to adopt.
Second.
This was inmate telecommunication contract, and we listened to this in committee. I asked my colleagues to move this forward.
All those in favor of adoption, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution is adopted. It is now time for committee reports, and we'll start with Councilman Kelly.
Thank you, Mr. President. There are no economic development issues coming forward, so there will be no meeting.
We'll be meeting at the regular scheduled time for HR.
Mr. Chairman, I don't anticipate finance meeting at this time. I didn't confirm with Ms. Councilwoman Turner, but if so, we will get it word out to the committee.
Nothing in safety.
Operations, IT, and Transportation will meet on Tuesday, March 3rd at 3 o'clock.
Health and Human Services will be Wednesday, February 18th at 1 o'clock.
Public Works Procurement and Contracting Committee will meet Wednesday morning, February 18th at 10 a.m. to address the items referred to committee today.
Community Development will not be meeting.
Education Environment, not meeting.
Thank you very much for the reports. Is there any miscellaneous business?
Mr. Chairman, I have one.
Yes.
To piggyback on the county executive, I do want to mention the Violence Prevention Summit last night. I want to thank County Executive Ronayne for being there. As far as Maisha, she did a great job running the meeting, asked all the right questions, really opened up in a real insightful discussion. You can think you know a lot about the community, but when you talk to the first responders and talk to these people, the police, they're giving you new information, new things we need to focus on. So it was a good discussion. I would hope that this program, when she brings it out, opens up to the other districts, I think it's going to be a great tool for us. So I want to thank her for that work on that.
Mr. President?
Thank you very much, Councilman Jones.
So I just like to piggyback on Councilman Castleberry. I had an opportunity to meet with Maisha today and her two interns. They were incredible. I think they're doing good work, and I'm looking forward to having our tour this coming Tuesday, in the district, Garfield, I believe. So look forward to seeing you there, Chris.
Any further miscellaneous business?
And just in closing, to
Councilman House.
piggyback on my colleagues, I think Maisha is doing a great job, and so we have to find a way to fund that office and make it sustainable and help the county as a whole.
Okay. Anything else? Hearing none, this council meeting stands adjourned. Thanks very much, everybody.